Welcome back to Rostrum Roundup. So we've been away for a couple of weeks. We had a break due to Easter and Anzac Day, but we're back into the swing of things, aren't we? We've got another 9 items to showcase this week, so let's get straight into it. Adam.
Straight into it. First, I just want to have a quick mention of the last time we did the roundup and we spoke about the Featherston Shays. That thing sold for $10,500. A magnificent result. There was whispers around that it may have been a prototype, but went to a private collector, and so a very, very good result for everyone involved. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about this little backlit Felix the Cat ceramic light. Now, everyone knows my passion for the 80s. This one was made in the 80s, but I find Felix the Cat a very interesting topic due to the fact Felix the Cat was the very first image ever broadcast on television. So the first time a TV turned on, it was a picture of Felix the Cat. Apparently he was modelled or based on Charlie Chaplin. Throughout his life, he's had some slight changes, but he's always been the sort of mischievous cat with the big eyes. Great little unit. To take you back to yesterday, I'm saying $150. Good thing.
What have you got?
All right, well, I might start with a melange in cabinets. Our favourite word for sort of thrown together little groupings.
Great word.
And in this case, it is a few items of Clarice Cliff. So I've picked out just the Clarice Cliff crocus patterned cup and saucer. What's a little bit more interesting for Clarice Cliff, the much more abstract, much more Art Deco geometric patterns. This one called Umbrellas and Rain. Yes, so out of the Fantastic and Bizarre range for her. And it's quite a good group lot for any Art Deco collector because you've got the cartonware as well in sort of organic shapes, etc.
See how we go. What's your estimate?
Estimate they've put on the grouping 100 to 150, but considering that there's about at least 10 different items, that's a very low dollar average.
You'd want to be hoping for more.
You'd be hoping for more, I think so.
Okay.
Good luck though.
Yes.
Okay, so for my first lot, I will go with a chair that we've found, an online on-site sale. It's on our website at the moment. It comes under the heading of Farrah. It's a downsizing job, and the couple living there are moving elsewhere to a smaller abode, but there's this magnificent horse racing themed chair there. Now, the family have had a long history in the racing community and are fairly well known and regarded. This chair, it's a William IV chair, period William IV. It's leather upholstered with a button back, and it is huge. I sat in it to give you some perspective of the size because it is fit for a king, this one. Big armchair, structurally it's perfect.
So what's it worth?
I think 3 to 5, and I think it's going to get over 5 easily. Next.
My second one is down the end here, and it's this beaut little Art Deco chrome.
Gosh, heavy, isn't it?
It is Art Deco chrome hood ornament. It's off a Packard, an American-made car. They turned up around just before the turn of the century and sort of packed up just before the 60s, sort of the late 50s, early 60s. I don't know what it is about these hood ornaments. I just find them really manly. I mean, totally dangerous these days. If you rear-ended a little Suzuki Swift these days, you'd be pushing it into the middle of next week. Totally dangerous. This is back from the ilk when cars were made to last. You bought one car as a teenager and you retired in that car. Those cars made to last. The Packards were notoriously well-made cars. They came out of Detroit. For that age, this is in very, very good condition, and very little pitting, if at all.
Yeah, I was looking for that just now.
You could screw that on a nice timber base to make a wonderful paperweight. So it is only a decorative item now. I think it'd be almost illegal to mount that on top of your car.
Absolutely.
Why?
Look at that lovely serrated edge, wing.
The serrated edge might have something to do with it. But anyway, it's a good, heavy, shiny, masculine thing. I like it. $80, 120, something like that. Good thing.
Thank you. Next.
All right, so for me, it's a late Victorian or Edwardian cast iron gas heater to be mounted into a fireplace.
Have you started a heater fetish? The last one,
the last one, the
Art
other one was Art
Deco baker
Deco.
mode.
So aerodynamic, this is more classical.
He does like it hot.
Very seasonal. He likes it.
It's by Fletcher, Russell & Co. Limited, and it was started by, I think, Thomas Fletcher, who was a dentist. And after several years of successful pulling teeth, he ended up buying out a cast iron works and a gas engineering company. and started retailing all these gas electrical equipment.
That face in the centre is amazing.
The fawn mask makes it, absolutely.
Oh, quite an interesting change of vocation from pulling teeth to making fireplaces.
He was very much a businessman, an entrepreneur.
There you go. What's it worth?
150.
Cheap.
Yeah,
I like it.
a bit more in it than that.
Nice piece.
Okay, so over to me then. I will go with a Georgian coffer. I love coffers. There's something about them I really takes my fancy. And obviously they predate wardrobe, so everything you own clothing-wise went into the coffer. Well, I've got one at home and I have the flat screen on top of it. Everything that I don't need to know about for the next 10 years sits inside the coffer, so you really lock away a whole lot of stuff. Old photograph albums, that sort of thing. It's still a functional piece of furniture and a lovely patina on it, lovely old Georgian oak. Let's say 400 to 600. When I started in the industry 16 years ago, I used to sell these for 2 or 3 and they were quite rare to find them.
They were, yeah, I remember even when I started, they were worth a lot of money, but everything's sort of come down. Anyway, next one, my musical piece for the week is this wonderful little travelling gramophone. It's all in really good order, this. It's got its little pin dish there with its hooded cover. It winds up really nicely. You had to work for your fun back in the day. The head comes up and he flips over the top. It's got a built-in horn. And it just sort of...
Adam, the rap artist, scratching a record.
But they're great little things. Good piece of yesteryear. Like I said, it's portable. You probably won't get any Britney Spears or One Direction, Pete, so you're out.
Oh my
But
God.
you can get some good old of those early records, and like I said, it's portable, it's neat, it's all complete. Great little unit. I reckon they get 200 every day.
And Peter.
So for me, the last item is a good quality Moran 3-piece leather lounge in a lovely burgundy colour. Wonderful condition.
Really?
It's good. Yeah. I've checked out the label. It's not just Moran, but I also went through David Jones. So maybe a slightly more premium label for them compared to their regular range.
I think it's got 1800 in it.
I reckon it's up there
it's
too,
possible.
yeah. I reckon.
18 to 2.5. Keeping the theme of chairs, I've gone with this Georgian style chair. It's not old, don't get me wrong, it's certainly not old. It's been upholstered, and it's been upholstered quite well in red and Hessian. But I just thought it was a wonderful example of a chair. Lovely big wingback chair.
Yeah, I had a
Large
look at that actually.
proportions again.
Yeah, I saw it, I had a look at it. It is of big proportions on the outside, but I did give it a test run. I thought it was a little bit slim on the inside. But maybe that's just me, I'm not sure.
It's just you.
It's just you, sir.
Still a good looking chair though.
Okay, so money, I think maybe 200 to 300, 200 to 400. Okay. Well, I think that's it for the week, isn't it?
It is for the week.
Okay, a couple of things coming up online. So we have the Farrah sale that I mentioned before, the contents of the home in Vaucluse due to downsizing, and that will be finishing on the 9th of this month. And also we have a jewellery sale ending fairly soon as well. That's a bid or buy now. So you can, if you need it straight away, you've done something wrong at home, you need to buy some jewellery, you can buy it now, have it there the next day. Ladies and gents.
And design next week, back into the full swing after Easter of the first of the special sales on the floor is design sale.
So design next week as well. Okay. Thank you, and thanks for taking the time to watch. We'll see you soon.